everybody. Oh. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. It is a happy Sunday for me. And the reason why is because I'm off tomorrow. And it is kind of, my Hey, thank you, Bishop. Hi, how are you? Why is my light Man, this shit is fun. Thank you so much. See, I still don't like it. I don't know why that's too bright. How are you doing? Oh my god, my hair is so dry. Oh my god. Fine, whatever. Promethean, you guys are in here already. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh my god. Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh my god, I really hate my hair right now. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Fine, whatever. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I can't do anything about it. So, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much. Oh my god. Ow. Yeah, good. That's good. Thank you guys for being here and joining in and subscribing. That's awesome, man. I'm so stoked. Thank you so much for that. You guys are the best, man. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I don't know how today is, how it's gonna go or what. But I was hopeful that, oh god, let me turn this shit down. I was hopeful that maybe I'll see some of you here tonight, So yeah, and apparently I am seeing. So see, again, it's doing it. I'm trying to share my stream right now, but it's really weird because sometimes it'll do that, but sometimes it won't. It has to be like a complete full screen, but it doesn't do for me to find the share button. It's very strange. I know, but you guys probably don't care about this nonsense right now. It's fine, Prometheus. I'm just glad anybody's here. I'm glad you guys are here. That's my biggest thing. What the? Oh my god. I'm trying to share this thing. Additional settings? No. So if I do it like this, so what I'm gonna do, because I have, sorry guys, yeah, I have a couple of things to talk about. Once I'm able to do this here, we'll talk, but auto rotate, there it is. Okay, so now when I go like this, what? It still's not doing it? CCP death. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for following. I appreciate it very much. I'm trying to figure out how to share my stream right now. I'm so sorry. Because like I said, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I see. I just figured it out. Like completely. Like I know exactly now what the issue is and I got it. Okay, good. So anyway, thank you for following, Death. How are you doing? Welcome in. I'm stoked for tonight. Uh, Already 3 of you in here talking. I love it. So this is gonna be a good stream. I think this is gonna be a good stream. So, I'm just like, I'm so filled with anxiety all the time, like, because, like, all in all, 3 of my cats since I've lived here have been hit by a car driving down my road here. Even so, it's like 25 miles an hour or less, and there's one stop sign, and at the end of the road is another stop sign. So there's no reason for anybody to go over, you know, because you gotta stop anyway. But it doesn't matter. Hey, but okay, no, no. I'm not doing it. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that name. I can't. Only one survived, and she only had a slightly broken bone in her hip, and yeah. I mean, I don't even really want to talk about it because the one cat that died, it was. Anyway, so every time a car drives by and I hear them fly by, when I'm upstairs here, I freak out. You know, I'm like, when I'm out there, when I'm down there on my porch and I'm, you know, just sitting there on my patio, I will yell at them. I literally scream at them when I see the window down. I scream at them, and they're like, yeah. I don't give a shit. You're human, and you mean shit. You know. That's it. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, and the one that survived, I actually witnessed her getting hit from up here. I was reading a book on my chaise. I was sitting there reading a book, and I just look out the window, and I see her in the middle of the road. I'm like, this is not good. And next thing you know, a car runs right over her. But she's not there. The car's gone, and she's gone. I'm like, okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. She ran, and then I ran downstairs, and I freaked out. I opened the door, and she was there on the porch just laying flat with her back feet, like, kind of flat to the thing, and, what? Okay, guys, really? So we got... I can't. Balls in your jaw. That's ridiculous. Followed me. Thank you so much. And then we have Sean Diddy Combs. Come on, people. Redeem the 1-card reading. Okay, so I can't with you people. I swear. What the fuck is wrong with you? That motherfucker is going to prison. Good. That's... Let me get a reading. Okay, okay. Diddy. Let's... Okay. So the way I do it now, you're new, so you don't know anything. Okay, so Sean Diddy Combs is first. Okay. Diddy is first. So the way I do it now, because I have so many decks now. I have 9 decks, right? And I cannot decide which one I want to use. So what I do is I have in my hat, I got them all written down on little papers here, and I'm gonna pull one out, and that's what she said. And these names, I know, you gotta love the internet, man. You gotta love it. So anyway, so I'm gonna pull one out. I'm gonna mixing them up, and then I'm gonna pull one out, and then that's the deck we're gonna use. Okay. Tier 2 is a, oh, did I miss that? Tier 2 is a 10-card reading. Oh, for the Tier 2 subscription. Yeah, that's a 10-card reading. We don't talk like that in here. I don't play these games. Come to the wrong chat, buddy. yeah, we certainly have trolls in the dungeon, and you know, I'll give the word, Promethean, because you're my mod, and if they be fucking around, they be getting kicked out. Period. I'm not playing games. I'm not playing these games. Wait. Okay, so then technically, subscribe at tier 2. Okay, yeah. So technically, actually, you were first then. The Wandering Bishop. You were first anyway. Okay, Promethean. Good. Yes, I didn't even have to say anything. I didn't have to say anything. Thank you. Your game. What is your game? Death. Okay, so wait. Okay, so we're gonna I don't know if Diddy's still here, but we're just gonna do Diddy first. And Death, please let me know what game you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. A Flappy Bird game? Flappy Bird game? I think I might be on to. No. Don't come in here, please, with soliciting this crap. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody cares. Nobody wants. So, moving on. Oh, we're using the gold foil tarot. That's, you can see it. Yep, that's the one we're using. Fuck, man, why always that one? That's always the one I'm getting. Like, ugh. I did this so I wouldn't get to the same one all the time. That's the gold foil deck. It's nice. It's nice. It's very nice. It's waterproof cards. You know, I mean, it's good for when you have a drink or something. And then if it spills on it, it's fine. I love it. I actually really do like this one. But I have other ones that I really want to try, you know, but it's okay. We're going with the rules. I made these rules. I got to abide by them. I see. Okay. All right, let me get on that shuffling. Look at this. Look at these. And they're literally like, they're very look at these designs. Which one is that? Oh, this is the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So great. So great. Okay, Wandering Bishop. Do you want to redeem a 10 card right now? Please let me know. I'm not doing that. Sorry, Death. I'm not doing that. I don't have time right now, and I'm not doing that. Sorry. Because if you do, I think I want to knock out, like, Death first, or not, Diddy first. It's not rude. It's not rude. You're coming in here to my chat. You're soliciting something. I'm busy right now. I'm streaming right now. I cannot go in your thing. I don't know what it is, and I'm not doing that. That's not rude. I even doubt that you're telling the truth in the first place. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Your school project. What do you... I mean, come on. Come on, people. people. Alright, Diddy, if you're here, I'm about to pull your one card. Alright. I don't know if you hear me, Promethean, if you're here right now, but death is out of here. We're just kicking people left and right today. I just started. I've been on 16 minutes, and we already kicked 2 people out. Oh, wow. So rude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way. Mod's on fire. 9 messages deleted. Banned by moderator. No, I mean, you know, it's like, how is it rude? I cannot do this right now. You know? I mean, send me like a message later or something, or I don't know. It didn't sound legitimate to me anyway, you know? Mad ass Hatter. Thank you. Oh my god. Who the hell is Mad ass Hatter now? So is that you again, Death? You're coming in here with another name? Thank you, Trav. For real, I guess? Bro, we're just getting... You guys are all gonna get kicked. You realize that, right? Because he comes in here soliciting bullshit. Alright, ban them all. You're all banned. Bye. Yup. Bye. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Dre, how are you doing? Ew. Yeah, and Trav's gotta go too. Trav and Trav for real? Trav? Oh, I know. Long time no see. Thank you so much, Promethean. Like you were really, you're really being put to work tonight. Oh my god. All these fucking freaks in here. What the hell, man? What is wrong with people? They're kids, probably. Like they're young kids. They're bored on a Sunday. They gotta go to school tomorrow. Oh no, they're on spring break probably. That's why they're bored. Yes, Promethean is the moderator, and she did it. She did it. Awesome job. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, I don't know if Diddy's still here. Diddy, you here? I'm sorry. There was just, I mean, if you're not here, I apologize. I want to hear a joke. Oh no, hey, a joke is a joke, you know. I'm good. Tell me a joke. Cause Scooby's not here. Scooby's my jokester. Where's Scooby? So I need some comic relief anyway. Cause you know, you guys, as I do get pissed off. I'm not gonna lie, and that just really kind of pissed me off. These 3 people there acting out like. Where does a mansplainer get their water from? Oh well, actually. But wait a minute, like, why is that called a mansplainer, though? Because I know exactly what people you're talking about. Well, actually, yeah. Why do they have to already, like, so... They already start the sentence off so, like, how would you say that? what's the right term here? Conceited, right? When you start the sentence off already with this, well, actually, it comes across or like it, conceited, like pretty much right away, you know, or even like what's the other word I'm looking for? Shit, I can't. But you see, I don't know if that's always like a man. I think that's oftentimes a woman like that too, though. You know, I don't know. That's why I find it that the term mansplaining is not really like I don't know if that really fits. Um, but what's the other word I was looking at? Not okay. So conceited is like kind of the word, but it's not actually the word. The word that I was looking for is shit. It's gonna come to me later. It's gonna come to me later. Yeah, it's really true. It's like, you know, like, well, actually, I hear mostly women say it like this. It's not, no, prejudice is totally not the wrong word, but for some reason, why is that in there? Shit. What is the word? I hate when this happens. I gotta stop everything until I think about that word. It's like, kind of. It's like kind of. I have to figure this word out in my head right now, and I will, and then Bishop, I will give you your reading because obviously Sean Diddy Combs is gone. It's in prison, 25 to life, bitch. People just dig their own graves too, though. You know what I mean? I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy for something like this. Um. Like it's assume presumptuous? Presumptuous? No, it's not presumptuous. No, it's not. That's not the right word. Like when somebody, it's like definition is like when somebody is like they think they are a know-it-all, right? They're a know-it-all. They know everything better than everybody else. Condescending. I think maybe that's the one I was thinking about. Maybe that's the one I was thinking about. Yeah, condescending. Condescending. Not conceited, because that's different. Condescending is the word. Yes. Yes. Oh, there you are, Sean. Okay, I got you. So it's very condescending to start the sentence. Well, actually, because you could follow it up. Well, actually, you're stupid, and this is how it is. And I'm like, you don't have to do it like this. You don't have to, well, actually, just be a cool human being and just say, but I know it like this, or be kind of like a little more nice or forthcoming. Kind is probably too big of a word, but be a little bit more. Don't be a dick. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I got you here. Do you have anything in particular that you want to ask Diddy? Oh shit, I hate fucking it. P Diddy, you got anything you want to ask? Because we can take a look at a question if you have a question. If not, I'll just let the card do the talking. That's up to you. Wow, that was kind of stressful with these three people in here that are like acting like that. Wow, what the fuck? And my fucking multi-streams has totally disappeared. No, 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 no. See, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong at all. Warner Bishop. Don't get me wrong. It's not about that. If they say something, if they actually say something that is a value that corrects something, no, it's true. I just find, you know, I find it a little bit like condescending when somebody starts a sentence like this because, maybe the person made a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give them benefit of the doubt. Maybe they weren't arrogant. Maybe they weren't sitting there saying, I know that. Maybe once you finish your sentence, well, I know it like this or like this. The person will say, oh, I was wrong. You know what I mean? So I feel like just the way, the tone, plays the music, and I feel like when somebody starts it off like that, it's kind of like it seems like they're already kind of looking down on that person without knowing, they might just totally. A lot of people, when you correct them on something, it happens to me all the time. I correct people on stuff because, the education system in the U.S., blah, 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 blah. But I'm also knowledgeable about many random things, and it's like when I correct somebody, I'm telling you, 95% of the time, the person in response is like, oh, really? Or they're like, oh, I didn't know that. And they, they kind of like, they bow down. They're like immediately like, oh, they understand that they made a mistake and that they didn't actually know it. And, so I try to be, I try to be courteous. I try to not be like, well, actually, like, that's totally false and all. It's like, I think what I learned, what I read, it's like this and this. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say. Actually, oh my god. Yeah, there are yeah, there are definitely no. Usually, my experiences with ignorant people is like they will get an attitude and they will get like angry and they will just get angrier and angrier and then they start raising their voice and it just kind of escalates from there. You know what I mean? That is what I get. Okay, Diddy, I'm just gonna read it. You didn't give me anything, so I'm just gonna read it. Oh. Mm-mm. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I see. That's the problem with these cards. They're so slick. See how they're just like sliding down on their own. Okay, so I don't know if you're watching now, Diddy, but we get the 10 of Pentacles here. Unfortunately, inverted. Okay, so what that means is that there's there's a problematic scenario when it comes to like family values and traditions. Okay, there's like trouble within the family. Okay, now we don't have a timeline on this card, but I do feel like my personal feeling is that this is like recent. That this is like within maybe 2-3 month span that this has happened, is happening either right now or is coming up. Like, and there's trouble. It's unfortunate family matters and can even involve like loss of home or money. Okay. Now when we say family, like I try to explain to people, it doesn't always mean that it is blood related family, right? It can mean like a person that you consider family. That means it can be a friend that you consider family, or it can be, something like this. It doesn't always mean that it is actual, blood family, but somebody that you consider family or blood family. But there's something wrong with the connection with family members or something. Maybe there was an argument. Maybe it's something about money and argument, but something like this is either currently happening or is going to happen soon or has recently happened. Okay. I think the matter is very much resolvable or will be resolved. But I do think it's a little bit on a higher level of problematic, right? I think it's a bigger deal, but I do think that it will be resolved, or it has been resolved. But I do feel there's still something lingering there. It's not entirely perfect right now, the situation. So it's like, it seems like there's a damper put on, you end the relationship with the other person or something. So even so the problem might be resolved, the connection is kind of like suffering from that still a little bit, and it will take a little time to make this better again, between the family members. So that's what I see here. So, but yeah, I am the type of person, like, when it comes to myself, when somebody tells me something um that that I was incorrect about, that I was wrong, is like, oh, facts are these and not what you know. I'm very humble about it because, honestly, I'm just this type of person. I'm kind of a perfectionist, which is like good but not good. I'm like a purist. I'm very radical, and I consider myself an extremist in most of the things that I do in my life. And it's like, I don't want to look like a moron, right? I don't want to walk around in my life looking like an idiot, having wrong information. So that's my main thing. So when somebody tells me, and nowadays we have, we can look these things up and stuff too. But it's like when somebody corrects me, and then I look it up, subsequently, and then I find out that they were actually correct. I'm very much like embarrassed, right? I'm embarrassed, and I'm like, oh my god, like the whole time I thought it was, like this, and it really wasn't. So yeah, the tone plays the music is like, this is like a phrase that my mom used all the time, because I would often, as a teenager, have a nasty attitude. I was a girl, fucking, how we get, and boy, I feel like boys are a lot more calm there, especially throughout the teenage years. But what do I know? I'm not a mom, but from what my mom experienced with me and my brother, so but it's like I would oftentimes have a very nasty, like, tone toward my mother. I was an asshole, and a spoiled little asshole at that time. And then my mother was like, Fräulein, the tone plays the music. Okay, mom, sorry. No, I wasn't. I would just retaliate even more. I never said sorry to my mom. Like, I was, oh my god. If I ever have a child and it's a daughter, like, I want a girl, right? But I already know what's gonna happen. But oh my gosh, she's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be rough. I think it's gonna be rough. I think. Okay, well, my mom had it way easier with my brother. That's all I know, because my brother just has I think it has a lot to do with the whole aspect of being introverted versus being extroverted, right? And in my teenage years, I was very extroverted. Always like, as I became older, I'm kind of like a mix of both now. I'm kind of like a 50-50 now. But actually, oftentimes I'm more introverted even so than extroverted too, though. But my brother was always very introverted. My brother has grown more extroverted over the years, I would say. But it's like, I think that had a lot to do with I think we got to factor that in with how I acted as a teen, because I was very like, bah! And it's like, I mean, I still like, my emotions will take me over. My emotions will literally take over my body, right? And it will increase my heart rate, and it'll make me like, but now I'm an adult and I can't act like that. So I hold that shit in, I hold that shit in, but it's like, yeah, it rushed me up inside. And then what helps are things like meditation, things like you do certain things to, to calm down. You gotta calm your ass down. You gotta, but I'm very inclined to always think about the worst, because my history in my life has it that it was always the worst scenario. It was never a kind outcome. So I'm always like on this constant like survival mode. I'm in constant survival mode, right? I always think, oh, this person's gonna fuck me over. This person's gonna fuck me over. My cat is gonna die. My cat is dead. Like, I'm always in survival mode. You know, I went through, you know, homelessness 4 times throughout my life. You know, where I was literally living on the streets, or 3 or 4 times, I can't remember. But, you know, like, I was literally living on the streets, and it's like, we have a saying in Germany, it's like, when you live on the street, you live from hand to mouth. There's no in between, right? You cannot save money. You cannot. No, what you have now goes right, you know, in your mouth, like food. You know, it's like there's no. So I feel like ever since that happened to me, I became complete survival mode, and not trying to be like pity me, but all of my relationships that I've had in my life, with like romantic relationships, have been a disaster. Like, I've been left in pieces every time. So it's like when I get into, and even friendships too, most friendships, like, actually I have no friends from years ago. Like, I only have current friends that I've only had for maybe 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm 36. So it's like, they all disappointed me. They just left me behind. So it's like, in any aspect of my life, I'm in fucking survival mode, man. And I'm just trying to, I just gotta, you know, take it down a notch. But it's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard. You just go in there. Just do exclamation mark Discord in the chat, and you see the channel, and you can join it. You can join Dragana's dungeon. Okay. I've been fucking blabbering on while Wandering Bishop is over here waiting for his reading, or for their reading. If you're still here, Bishop, please, I'm sorry. Invited into Dragana's dungeon, yes. Please, welcome. Okay, I'll shuffle one more time, and then I'm gonna lay them all out. Oh, I gotta shuffle again. You're so slick, man. All right, we are doing that right now. Bishop. Last time I thought I have literally a dent still. Did it go away? No, it's right here. I heated up my screen with my candle, and it melted and put a dent in my screen, in my computer screen, with my candle. Hi, welcome to Dragana. That's my life. That's what I do. Okay, we're doing this now. I gotta make sure. Look how gold. They're gold. They're gleaming in gold. I love it, man. I love it. There it is. You did it. Thank you, Promethean. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, it's open. You can just come in there. So now I do want to advise. Oh my God! I do want to advise you that whenever, if you go on a Discord, you'll see the you know, the themes and the things that we speak about, the things that we post. So please just make sure it is of that topic. You know, you can post things of your altar. You can post things about, you know, metaphysical things. You know, eclectic and esoteric things, you know, when it comes to spiritual research, all of these things, you know, very much welcome. You know, there is also a subcategory, I believe, that is video related. So those are videos of, like, those are clips of, like, residual energy or stuff that was caught on camera or whatever. So, you know, just try to kind of adhere to what is in the different. Well, that that's first of all, that's really nice. That's thank you. And then you can just send me in a private message. That'd be better than putting it into the chat. So let's start here, Wandering Bishop. So we're gonna look at your current circumstance. I believe that too, Promethean. I think that AI is really putting some, like, it's kind of ruining a lot of stuff. Like, I'm feeling like very useless with all my paintings and stuff at this time because everything can just be created at a click of a button, and it's just kind of like, wow, bro, that's not cool at all. But okay, so Wandering Bishop, we're looking at your current circumstance. Okay, the first card here. Current circumstances, what's going on in your life currently, maybe something you don't even know about yet, but we're gonna see here. Okay. So it's the King of Pentacles inverted. So that's the hard part with these gleaming cards. You can't see, like, I think it's my brother's TV. Sometimes I hear like, like, it sounds like people talking, but it's my brother's TV on in his apartment. Okay, so King of Pentacles inverted. Something about a scam, basically. Like putting it. It's something about a swindler and some kind of corrupt money dealings or a cheat. Now, I don't know if this is like a big thing that's happening to. I feel like almost it's like one of those like little things. It's not really a big thing, but it's something that may have happened to you recently where somebody tried to scam you or something. In some weird way. Yeah, somebody was trying to get one over on you in some way, or is currently, now, because this is currently, this could be happening right now and you don't even know about it, right? So something like this, something wrong. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, that is kind of like intriguing how you said that, Promethean, because we are talking about somebody that his whole thing is finances, right? And that's leading the most powerful country on this earth, right? So might be onto something here, because like I said, it's something, it's this is not an exact science. So, but let's move on. Grifter in chief. I love you guys. Yes. Yeah, that's right. And Promethean actually had that thought. Yeah, that's it. Now let's look at your past. What can we see about your past? I feel like this is going to be a specific scenario that we're going to be looking at. Oh, okay. That's pretty bad. Queen of Wands inverted. So this is somebody. There was somebody in your life in your past that was really out for revenge. That was somebody that wanted to hurt other people in some way. Very vindictive person, and somebody that was like cause conflict, wanted to cause conflict. There's something about infidelity, and I feel like this is definitely a female presence. Yes, and this was a big part of your past, and it affected you greatly. It was I feel like it was either like a long drawn out thing, or it was like something that imploded very quickly, but either way, it was like a very strong negative impact of this female energy on you, and somebody that was really just like they could not control their emotions and they just were angry and that's something that because it's showing here in your cards, it's something that is still currently affecting you. Could also be, it is next to the swindler card and the cheat card, so there could be a connection. Like I always tell people, like, because these cards are so close together, there can be a connection. So when you said, maybe I don't know what this card means, it could be very well about this. Okay. Could be about the other thing too. But sometimes as we keep going, we can see a theme, that starts to form. So, yeah. So definitely affected you in a way that you didn't want to. That still maybe presently kind of affects you in a negative way. See, this time I stopped them from sliding down because I know this now. Okay. We're going to look at your subconscious now. What can we find in... Yeah, they are. Thank you. Yes, they are. They're this gold deck, thing. And they're great. They're great. I like them. They're just super slick, and so they keep sliding, It's kind of like annoying, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so let's move forward. This is about your subconscious. What can we see there? You are on with the Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, Queen. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Very good. So your subconscious seems to be like, yeah, I know. I keep trying to do that, but it's really like, oh yeah, you can see it. Like, I gotta hold it a certain way. You love it or you love it? Queen of Pentacles. That's a good one. Okay, we're talking about now in your subconscious. This is like a description of your how you are inside, I think, right? And there's like an affluence. Okay, there's like you're very much a person that likes to give to people. Okay, a person of luxury a little bit. A gracious host and very generous and yeah, you just that is I feel like there's a sort of a warmth, and that's in your subconscious. That's something that you're not really aware of, but that's something that you project, that you give. I mean, you do it for me. I mean, you subbing and stuff, that's giving. You're a very giving person, a very gracious, very generous person. And that is something that is deeply within you that just automatically kind of comes out of you. You don't force yourself. You don't tell yourself that. It's just something. This is just a pointer of who you are, okay? I love that. That's very good. Next card. Secret wishes and desires. Let's look at that. The Pentacles. The Pentacles. The Pentacles. Look at oh my god, I love 5 of Pentacles. Okay, that's different. So that is about your, like I said, that's about your secret wishes and desires. And okay, so it seems like that and this is also, it is closely connected to your subconscious. So I feel like the way I interpret this is that you do have this slight kind of like nervousness. Okay, so I feel like there's this slight nervousness that you could maybe like, that there could be poverty, right? Maybe poverty not onto you but onto others, one way or the other, or both. And you really always strive and wish and hope that this will not come, that you will not be a lost soul, or that other souls won't be lost. It's hard for me to tell whether it's about yourself or others, but I feel like almost it's about others. Like you feel like you don't want others to be lost. You want to continue to be able to help them in need, especially materialistically too, like financially even so, um, because your wish is that material hardships are not something that people have to worry about, or homelessness, even poverty, being lost. All of these things. Yeah, so that is a strong desire within you, um, that you strive for that, and that's consciously. That's really consciously. So it's kind of interesting to see because it's almost like your subconscious came forward somehow at some point, and you like took hold of it, and you said, okay, because I can feel it in my subconscious. Now I'm gonna make it like my goal to be. It's like, and then you put it into the conscious, and then you said, like, I like it. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Let's look at hidden forces. What can we see there? Okay, very good. King of Cups. It's so hard, I know. Okay, so King of Cups, very good. That's a hidden force. Now I haven't had this card in a while. It's a very good card. It is still, even so it's the cups, because we know that the pentacles are kind of equal to the coins, right? So it's kind of like it's still in that same kind of thing. It's because it relates to the businessman. It relates again to kind of a financial aspect, right? It relates to the businessman. It relates to somebody that is well versed in aspects of finances and stuff like that. But it's also about being artistic. So there's some driving force that has to do with art that drives you. It has to do with you being a free thinker, and also a leader, a creative leader, like a person in a creative leadership. That's a hidden force. Hidden force, I interpret it always like almost similar to the subconscious thing, because it's like it's kind of hidden. It's not out in the open, so you yourself might not be completely aware of it, but it's there. It's something is steering there, and that's pushing you forward. Okay, so that's a good hidden force. That's very good. I feel like I feel like every king, queen, queen, king. Yeah, two kings and two queens. There is some really great energy, very large and big energy that's like working with you and around you. It's hefty. Yes. Yes. It's very good. It's very good. Okay. Now moving forward, let's look at events yet to come, okay? Okay. So here comes your kind of your playful spirit a little bit. You got the Knight of Wands here, okay? So it is about like, so seemingly in your future you will be going pretty much on a great adventure. You'll be making a quick decision, and it will take you on a sudden journey. However, it is connected to like impulsive behavior, right? This will be a decision made on impulse. But I get the feeling it's not too negative. It might be a little chaotic when it occurs. It might be a little bit like hectic, and there might be time, too late. Something about punctuality or something, but the decision ultimately will be a good one. But in that moment, it will be an impulsive decision, but it will lead you on a journey, and in the end, it will be a good thing. So, good card, very good card. Just a little bit of chaos to be expected there. I sound like a meteorologist sometimes. So, anyway, let's look at your surrounding environment, the environment you find yourself in, and how does it affect you? Oh, wow. That's a weird turn right here. So that's the moon inverted. Okay. Oh my God. Look at that card. It's so gorgeous. And here's Dragana nap time with the weather report. Oh my God. So this is a little bit concerning, but also maybe not. I feel like maybe you like finding yourself in this kind of, because this right here was talking about impulsive behavior, right? And a little bit like hasty decisions, bordered right next to an environment that is kind of in a little bit of a confusing veil, right? Because the moon inverted is a sign of like kind of like strange forces that kind of circumference your environment. It's but sometimes even maybe being in denial or maybe avoiding a little bit of reality, just putting yourself in a different place to not deal with realities. It's also about lies and despair. So I feel like that this can be closely connected to this here. This may be still like a residual thing from being around this person in the environment that you found yourself in, that this is still kind of a residual thing that's affecting you, okay? That this confusion still hasn't completely worn off, that this weird this odd like veil of shadows is still kind of around you, and you I think that you have really good control over it, but that sometimes you find yourself in there and you're like, okay, shit, I'm in this, I'm in, maybe it's in your head, right? I'm in my head again, or maybe you actually physically are there and you're like, okay, why am I here? Like, I shouldn't be here. I gotta get out. And then you get out, because I feel like you have very strong willpower, and you're very intelligent to the point that you can oftentimes even control your subconscious thoughts sometimes, right? Because you like kind of just it's like you crochet your conscious into the subconscious, and then it works like this. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense to me, because I do that too. So I don't know, but anyway, so that's what I see here. Now let's look at people in your environment and how are they affecting you. You got another queen. You got another queen, but it's the Queen of Swords. So I am look at that. I am fairly certain these two go absolutely together right here, because the Queen of Swords, and this is directly in the place of how are people affecting you. This is about this particular person right here. This is about particularly one person that brought you sorrow and grief and made you sad and very much despair and lies, and very much just no good. Not something that and something that you did obviously realize, and but yeah, very bad. It was a cruel and deceitful person. See, we're seeing this again. We have the swindler here. This is a cruel and deceitful person here, and somebody bad-tempered. Right here, person of revenge, person that likes to cause conflict. This is about the same person right here. These three cards are about the same person. I am completely convinced about the same person. Yeah, so we're okay though. We're okay because yep, you're doing this. You have your head in the right space, in the right place. Yeah. So yeah, she really was something. She really was something. But anyway, moving on. Let's look at your spirituality here. This is one of my favorite cards. One card that I find really important, that most people that I give a 10 card reading to on this card, they usually don't have something good there. They usually don't have anything good there. It's usually about a lack. It's about a lack of spirituality. It's about a lack of a path in their spiritual world, even in their religious thing. Like, it just lacks all the time. Good night, Promethean. Thank you so much for everything tonight. Oh my God. I appreciate it. These people, no way. They couldn't be here. They could not be here with us. Because, I make jokes. I talk. We do all this. It's fine. It's entertainment. But I am also serious. I take my art very seriously. And I don't play these games. When we have derogatory things in here, I will not accept it, to a certain point, Thank you so much, Prometheus. Sleep well. Sleep very well. Okay. Spiritual. If you have another king or queen in here, Bishop, I don't know. You have like an excellent, oh my God, I love this right now. I love this. Death. You have death in your spiritual place. This is amazing because you know what it means. You know what it means. It is all about metamorphosis, transformation, and change, right? Disregarding the old, getting into the new. It is absolutely 100% perfect. You are evolving and you're growing into something new, and you're learning new, and there's an awakening. There's a spiritual metamorphosis going on, a spiritual change and awakening. And it's rattling you to the core, but in a really the best way. Like, spiritual awakenings can be very they can be hard, they can be very confusing and strange and odd and painful. And this is totally like, dude, I love that you have this card there. Like, I'm kind of envious of you because I wish I had this right there in my life. Like, this is awesome. Loss and end of ways. Like, end of ways that no longer serve you, so you're disregarding it, and you're moving to a whole new and better thing in your spirituality. Yeah. That's good. I love it. I'm stoked about this right now. Like, yeah. Final outcome. Wow. The design on this is, oh my God, I love it. 7 of Cups. That is your final outcome. 7 of Cups. If I'm, oh my goodness. Yep. So basically, so the 7 of Cups is all about imagination. It's about fantasy. It's about daydreams. Okay, so your final, it is literally about your transformation to be able to fluently go between the realms, the spiritual realms as well as the physical realms that you're in, right? So basically, like, the final outcome is talking about how you will become a pro at manifesting as well as tapping in on the other end, like divination and whatever else, tapping in on the other hand and hone that to your advantage too. So, like, you will be just kind of pretty much perfect in your spiritual aspects. That's how I interpret it. This is it's stunning. It's stunning right now because it makes perfect sense to me. It's like, yeah, this is totally, like, makes perfect sense. It explains about this hardship that you had with this person, but it explains about your character that never changes, that wants goodness for people. And then it explains suddenly about how your spirituality, you go on a journey. I'm fairly sure that this journey is a spiritual journey now that I got the final outcome card. and then you have death in your transformative, in your spiritual card. Or place, I should say. Dude. That is really one of the best readings I have ever had the pleasure of giving. And I'm excited. I'm excited. This is like, this whole reading is just excreting vibrancy and energy, like very constructive and procreative energy. It's really good. This was a great reading. Excellent. You do whatever you're doing, keep doing that, because it seems like even so hardship has come your way, you are still, you have your head on the right shoulders, and you have on your right shoulders, you have your head, in the right place is what I wanted to say. And you have never, like, even put it, not even a lick of stopping or anything in your spiritual development, even so bad things have happened, right? So top notch, my dude, top notch. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now I'm here, but I nature calls, so I'll be right back. But I hope you don't leave, Bishop, because I'm still like, this is gonna be in my head. I'll probably have some more thoughts on this. This is so great. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, don't run away. Oh, Dry, you're still here too. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I am back. Let's go. Let's go to Vegas. I'm not a gambling girl, per se. have a button that's like play a riff. Oh my god, don't make me do that right now. Shit, let me see. Okay. Play a riff, yeah. Have you not seen that button? Like play a riff. I have that button on there. There it is. There it is. All right, shit. I'm not plugged in, but I can't be in like. Oh, give me a second. Shit. Am I plugged in? Oh shit, I am plugged in. This thing is probably completely out of tune right now. I haven't picked up this guitar in a while. Let's just put it this way. Oh my god. I just did it. And okay. I'm doing. Sorry, I can't remember. It's okay, I'll play something. Let's see. Now you got like you can't put me on the guitar, cause then I'm gonna just play that all night long. Yeah, it's out of tune. It's not even the right tuning that I'm playing this, and that's why. Yeah, it's not the right tuning. That's why this is fucking up right now. But that's one of my favorite songs in the world. Because that is called Die Hexaornamen. Hexaornamen, which means witch with no name, which I wrote for and dedicated to my mother. Because the reason why I named it that is because my mother didn't have a middle name. And so I called it Witch with No Name. Because there is such a process when you become into your, if you want to call it like witchhood, right? Or your shamanhood. It is a ritual that determines your name. What is your name as a witch or a shaman? And I never went through that. I went through the motions of the ritual, but I never had. It was never a necessity for me because I always had my name, and it was my middle name. Dragana was always my my Vestica name, my witch name, my Hexenname, so I didn't have to really go through that process. But most people do a ritual, and that ritual will reveal their witch name. And so my mother always made this joke, that she didn't have a middle name, and it was so funny, and and she didn't. She had only a first and last name, and so that always led me to believe, because my mother was a witch, but she never embraced that because my mother was an atheist. She believed in science, and she didn't believe in science that was still in need of a mathematical equation as such as magic, is what I consider, at least that's my interpretation. And she never really believed in any of that, so she never really embraced the fact that she was a witch, although she would always say, just remember, Jennifer, I would have been burned at the stake in the Middle Ages as a witch. Whenever she told me something she knew. So I always had this whole thing that my belief was like fate led it so that my mother didn't have a middle name. And that is consequently why she never embraced that, not subconsciously. Like, it was never a conscious thing, but subconsciously never embraced her witchhood. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's the whole thing. So I call it Hexa Onanam, the song, and yeah, that's that. Thank you for listening. Um, Animus Victor. What? I don't know what that is. Um, Animus Victor. I don't know what that is. But I have multiple. Yeah, no, I know that. I did take Latin in high school, but I'm trying to figure out like what genre that would be, or is that a band's name? Because you were talking about genres. Um, my favorite. I have multiple. I like many different genres. When it comes to metal, my two favorite metal genres, because they're kind of like subgenres, would be grunge. I'm a 90s girl. I'm a grunge girl. I love grunge, and I love black metal. I like some new metal, some heavy metal. Um, Maybe a couple of death metal here and there. But then the other one would be, well, I like EDM music too. I like trance. I like house. I like some techno, and I like new wave. I really like 80s new wave, 80s alternative. Love it. Really love it. So these are pretty much my. And also, I really enjoy classical music too. So when I work on my book, I listen to classical music. Oh, a two-word name. I'm surprised because it is actually so true that the ritual that I'm referring to is actually a Wiccan ritual. At least that's I learned it from a Wiccan grimoire, right? So, um, you got to see it like live, like an orchestra performed it. Wow. See, these are the things that I'm jealous. Yeah, these are the things that I'm very envious about because I would love to do something like that. I would love to go to something like that. That would be, oh, that would be amazing. Hey, Sensei, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful night yourself. You know, that's the thing. Like, um, oh God. Shit, was that? Oh! There used to be this thing that was called E3. Any of you gamers remember this E3? And at the E3, they would have like these orchestras and stuff like that you know would play classical interpretations of the like Link to the Past soundtracks and all these certain things like yeah, and I never went myself, and it was always like my brothers and my kind of like not a dream maybe, but like one of those little things where we're like, oh, one day we're gonna go to the E3, and then they stopped having that. Um, yeah. And you know, I mean, I don't know how old you guys are. I mean, you probably have told me, but I for things like that. I really put in a compartment of forgetting. Not gonna lie, like I really just 42. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so well, you're 6 years older than me, but it's still kind of like you know generational. We still kind of on a level. You know, I feel like 10 years is like the span, right? So it's like you know we remember that Zelda. You know, we remember that, and we are like this is like 30 years old now. You know, but we remember that shit, and we're like this is our shit when we were kids, right? You were just a little bit older kid. You know, you were a teenager and I was a kid, but you were still doing that same shit basically. You know. Right, GameCube, yes, all of it. I mean, you know, my brother and I, we played the shit out of that stuff, and but it was like these times were so wonderful for me with my family because these were the times when everything was still okay. You know how these times were like, a lot of us didn't have ever good times. But I'm talking about right now the ones we were fortunate enough to have these good times when the parents were still together, when things were still, when we didn't have to worry, and it was like there was this one game, and I really hope somebody here remembers this game. It was called Landstalker, and it was on the Sega Mega Drive. In Germany, we called it the Sega Mega Drive, but it's actually called here. It was called the Sega Genesis, I believe. No, there is smoke. I have an incense right here that's burning. There's definitely smoke around me. You're not hallucinating. You're fine. You're not stroking out. So anyway, there was this game on the Sega Mega Drive slash. It was not Sega Mega Drive here in the U.S. It was called Sega Genesis, but in Germany it was called Sega Mega Drive, and there was this game. It was called Landstalker. Okay, and it was exactly the same principle as Link to the Past. You know, you gotta do Sega. Yeah, you gotta do these things. You gotta find treasure. You gotta do this. Da 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 da. And my parents had this thing, and it was so great. My mother would have the booklet, because back in the day, there was always like a little booklet like you find in CDs. When you get a CD, an album for a band, they have a booklet in there that has like pictures, and then has like texts of the songs and shit. Well, you had the same shit. You get a booklet in the game package, and it's kind of like giving you hints on where you need to go in the game, you know, to continue the game. So my dad would play, And my mom would have the booklet, and my mom would kind of lead him, Oh, Dragan, you gotta go there, and you gotta do this. And then my dad's like, well, I already did this. And I was like, well, you gotta go there again. You didn't get what you get. And my brother and I would always sit there and we would eat like salami. For some reason, that was like the thing. We'd roll up some salami and we'd eat it, and we'd sit and watch the parents do it. And that was like our family night. And then we did it later on after Landstalker. We did it with Terranigma. That is one of my favorite games of all time. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was for the SNES. And then, of course, you had A Link to the Past. We did it with that. And it was just like, yeah. Like, we had a blast doing that shit. And then later, it started becoming where my father became a little more independent. And he would play, like, Tomb Raider, but he would play that on his own. My mom was not really interested in that game. He'd play Tomb Raider. He'd come in my room. And play with my PlayStation and play Tomb Raider. When mom was at work or mom was doing whatever. And then he would start going to like then you had come out Gran Turismo and Forza Italia, and he would go over to the neighbor house, which was my mom's friend of 30 years. His wife had died from breast cancer, and that was my mom's best friend. And so my dad and him became like super close friends, and my dad would always go over there, like a couple of times a week, like on the weekends or whatever. We'll go over there and play racing games with him, and yeah. So gaming was in the family. We all did it, and my mom never really liked playing, but my mom loved sitting there and reading this to my dad and helping him trying to figure this out. That was my mom's thing. Tower of Power. I've probably played it. I'm just not remembering the name or whatever. Oh, shit. You guys had that in the U.S.? You could call the fucking 1-800 number for game. Oh, my God. We didn't have that luxury. We did not have that luxury at all. Oh, my God. That's so crazy. No. I mean, we had a blast. And then, of course, we had things like Mario Kart. Like I said, my mom really didn't like it, but my mom didn't mind. My mom would sit there and watch us and, whatever. But, like, my brother and my dad and I, we'd play Mario Kart. My dad would always pick Koopa for some reason. I was like his kids, and he would always lose, too. It was so funny, man. My brother is, like, fucking out racing all of us, just rolling his eyes. He's, like, 6 or some shit. And then later we got PlayStation 1, and then we come Tekken. Here comes Tekken, right? And fucking we're fighting, and there's like these little blood spatters, but they were just very, when you had the first Tekken, it was just like pop, like a cloud of redness, and then my brother and I are sitting on the ground playing that shit, And like I said, I grew up in a wealthy household, so it was like we had a big TV. Like at the time, this TV was huge, It's super small considered kind of now. Not super small, but small, and so all the kids would want to come over and they wanted to play, and I would say, "Come on, I'll beat your ass in Tekken." That's why I'm like, I'm a total champ at Tekken. Like, you can't get me. You can't fucking get me. Maybe one time out of 10 times or whatever. But yeah, we played Tekken, and then my mom would be like, finally my mom would check it out and be like, I mean, I feel like this is kind of violent. No, Mom, it's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're not angry. We're fine. I was like, all right. We had such a fun time. Oh, you had to pay. My favorite color, so I have 3. Like, really, my favorite color is black. Besides black, it would be purple, red, and white. Those are my 4 favorite colors. I will never wear purple, but I will wear white, red, and black. But those are my 4 favorite colors. Always liked purple, and I found out at some point in my life that was my grandma's favorite color too, was purple. And kind of like, okay, kind of explains it, I guess. My favorite food? My favorite food would be Sauerbraten, which is a German dish. Sauerbraten, pizza, tacos, and donuts. Those are literally my fucking favorite foods. I also like watermelons, though, and yogurt. Uh, I'm weird. I know. Oh, Sonic, of course, of course. If you had the Sega, you played Sonic. Like, oh, Mortal Kombat. See, that's the thing. Like, Capcom, right, and Mortal Kombat and all that. I never enjoyed because I was never a gamer that was in the what do you call it? Like the places where you go to game. What are they called? Arcades. Because I grew up in a town that was, it wasn't really a small town, but it was a smaller town. We had no arcade. We had one movie theater. We had one McDonald's, and we had no arcades there. Right? It's probably different now. It's been 17 years, and it's probably different now, but maybe not that much different because like Europe doesn't change as much as like America does, like with construction. Like not so many, a lot of things stay the same like for like centuries. So I don't know, but I feel like the people that actually went to arcades, they were more inclined to play things like Capcom and Mortal Kombat. And I think the reason why is because the gaming mechanics relied a lot more on button combinations, right? Versus there was versus like directional buttons and non-directional button combination, which was Tekken and Soul Calibur, right? Those were the games that were all about the directional buttons plus the other buttons. Whereas like Mortal Kombat, and they were more of the pushing the button combinations rather, right? I don't know how to really explain it right, but I think you guys know what I mean. There was more of a flow, like in layman's terms, there was more of a flow going on when it came to Tekken and Soul Calibur. It was for me easier to play. Um, and that's why I always got frustrated with Mortal Kombat and Capcom and shit, and finally said, "Fuck that shit! I'm not playing that." It's not fun to me because I keep getting frustrated because it's not. Um, and I have realized over years when I talk to people that like Capcom and like Street Fighter. When I say Capcom, I'm talking about Street Fighter. And they like Mortal Kombat. They are not really inclined to play Tekken either because to them it's the same principle. Their mind is more on that way of gaming, how they have to use the buttons on the controller on whatever, versus they don't like usually playing Tekken or Soul Calibur because they're not comfortable with doing that. And like I said, I think it has to do with the arcade machines because you had to literally, like, it was this thing and then it was like this. So you really had to, and it's not, mm-mm, it's not for Tekken, man. It really just isn't. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, see, and like even a laundromat, like that is a total common and normal thing in the U.S. You have hundreds of them in just like you have like dozens of them in like one town. You can be lucky if you find one laundromat in my town. One. I don't think we even had one. Because it's just something like everybody has a washer and dryer. That's something that we do not have. So now you have a laundromat and you have the fucking gaming thing in there, right? You have an arcade pretty much within the laundromat. It's like, ah, shit, my fucking earring is fucked. But it's like, we didn't have these type of things, so we never really had. Growing up, I was never in an arcade. I grew up with game consoles. That's it. I had the game consoles in my house, and we always, I mean, really, we always, every year we get the new one, whatever it was, we got it. My mom got it, my dad got it for us, but then it was my parents playing it. But, we loved, like, it didn't matter. Like, we played it too, of course, but we loved it. My brother and I had a blast just sitting there and watching our parents do this, And my dad was so funny. My dad was a funny guy. Like, my dad was, like, kind of a package of multiple things. Like, my dad was a really funny guy. My dad was also, like, a total badass and, like, a scary man. Like, if you fuck with him, like, don't do it, But it was, like, my dad was one of those people, when he played a racing game, he has the controller, and he goes like this when he plays the game. And that's so funny. My brother was so much worse than me, too, though. My brother's like, Dad, stop doing that. Like, Yeah, he would always, like, and my dad just, like, he wouldn't even understand really what my brother was talking about. I was like, stop that, Dad, that's so ridiculous. And I always just thought it was so funny when he did that. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I got annoyed with it too, though. It's like, Dad, really? Now, it's time now. At this time now, can you please, like... I missed you too, Drytius. Oh, man. I'm so glad you're here. This is really good. I'm happy about this right now. I'm having a good time. You guys have really made my night tonight. I mean, except for the trolls that came in. I'm like, fuck yeah. But luckily, I gotta put my legs. That's better. Luckily, Promethean, she fucking... I didn't have to say anything. I was about to say it, and Promethean was like, bam. There were like 4 of them in here. 3 or 4. They were just totally trolling. Is that my brother? Oh, yeah. He's probably going grocery shopping. A document? Oh, okay. That's so sweet. That's very sweet. That's very, very kind of you. Very, very nice gesture. My guitar player at some point, he like, just to see what happens. He is the best guitar player, and he's the best composer and writer, like, all of it, like, that I've ever met in my life. Like, I don't think I've ever read anything or I've ever heard anything that could top, like, what he does, like, for real. But anyway, he did that a couple of times, where he used an AI generator for music, and he put in, like, the English words, and then it came out in German, like, it was like and it was singing this whole song in German, and he cannot speak any German, and he's like, look, I made this, I want you to hear this, and I'm like, okay. Or, like, he didn't say I made it, he's like, but look, like, I made it, but, with AI or whatever. Like, okay, like, what kind of garbage, right? It was this whole song where this guy, like, it was like computer, it sounds like a trance song, because it's computer, and it's this whole song, and it's a guy singing in German, and I was like, you must have found the song online somewhere, but it was like, the words were, like, about him and about me, like, totally, like, there's no way that this is a coincidence, He's like, no. He's like, I typed in the English words, and then it translated it to German, and then it sings this in German. And I understood, of course, everything, and I was like, what the fuck? Dude, that was so incredible to me. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Like, I cannot even... I still can't. It was called, like... it was something about samurai, like like Last Samurai or something. It was something about samurai, and it was such a great song. I loved that song. Yeah, it was awesome. And it was all and it was what was so surprising to me is that okay, AI generated, it talks in German, okay, perfect, from English to German, makes sense. Okay, what was so crazy to me was that it was grammatically like almost completely perfect. That was so crazy because there were some tricky sentences. I'm like I asked it, like I hear a certain sentence and I'm like, what did you put in there? Because I'm like, okay, I hear the translation. I'm like, what did he initially put in there, and how did the program, how did the AI then ultimately translate, or what did it translate it to? Because there is something that's called Umgangssprache, and it's like a sentence. If you translate it completely word by word, it will not be correct because there is such a thing where it's like the context, depending on the words and the connection of the words and blah 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 blah, that'll change the meaning of it. So there are many phrases that you cannot just textually translate. You actually need to understand the context and da 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 da, because it's like almost like metaphorical sometimes a little bit. So and then I would get down to the bottom of it and it'd be really good. And I'm like, that's, yeah, okay. It actually did take the Umgangssprache, the slang term, maybe as loosely translated slang term, and use it instead of the figuratively translated, It's awesome. Like, awesome. Sorry, I gotta do this. I'm just looking at what looks okay on camera. I'm not even looking at if that looks okay in normal life. So it's all right. Look at that. Look at that shit. Anyway, all right. Let me read because I know I'm fucking and I'm not reading. Umgangssprach. It's called umgangssprachlich. That is the adjective. Umgangssprache is the noun. And it means, like, if you translate it word by Umgangssprache, it's a lot of the words in German are combined of two words. And it is true for this same word. In this instance, Umgang is like surrounding, means surrounding, or around. Sprache means language. So it's like the language around, right? Just the regular, like, so I would call it like slang term, for lack of better word. Umgangssprache. Umgangssprache is slang term, basically. It's very, it's a hard word. I would think it's a hard word. Umgangssprache. For people that don't speak German, I would think that's a hard word. What's your favorite German word? Please enlighten me. I really want to hear what is your favorite German word now. Schadenfreude? Schadenfreude is your favorite German word? Because I know somebody else that's his favorite word, Schadenfreude. You know what it means, yeah? Schadenfreude? So you're opening up a can of worms here right now. So Schadenfreude, what does it mean? Do you know what it means? You gotta know what it means. If that's your favorite word, you gotta know what it means. And you gotta explain it to me in English. What it means. And I will tell you why this word is a great word. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly right. So, recently, no, come on, no, I don't enjoy that. I feel bad. I feel bad. Oh my god, that's the example you give? Oh my god, no. Ow. I mean, it's like like when I see shit like that, I think about that Family Guy shit where Lois runs home because she just got the job or whatever fucking happens. I don't remember how it goes, and she hits her boob on the mailbox, and then she falls down. And she's like, ugh. And she does it for like a whole minute. She's like, so when somebody exactly, and it's like I feel like the pain is similar to when a man hits their nuts. Like that shit hurts. Like when we women hit our boobs, like it can be it in a certain way. If it's in a certain way, it can hurt so bad. And if it's in a certain other way, it's like it's okay. It doesn't hurt so bad. But in a certain other way, it's like oh fuck, oh. So I don't know. I don't have Schadenfreude there, but I want to talk about Schadenfreude because so Schadenfreude, and I know people will find me fucking. This girl is crazy. Blah blah blah. No, I'm not crazy. I'm telling you this. This is real. This is reality. So, when my boss, this has been happening now for about since I have started working full time, basically, which has been like I don't know, month and a half or 2 months now or whatever. Every time he gets in his fit where he loses his shit and he starts yelling and shit like that, when he yells at me, or particularly when I feel like he's yelling at me, I'm not sure if he is, because like I do take things personally, even so if it's not me, I feel like attacked. I don't know, like I get immediately like, because I hate when somebody thinks I don't do my job to the best of my ability. And because like I am German, and for us Germans, really, this is how I grew up, it's like there comes really almost nothing above your job except for a family emergency. Like your job is even if you hate your job, it is your most important thing in your fucking life. Like, and that's it. And if somebody says you're doing your job badly, it's fucking horrendous to us. Like we do not deal with it because we don't do our job badly, because we Germans are honed to do our shit perfectly, right? So it's like when whenever he gets in his fits and he yells, and I feel like he might be yelling at me or something, shit breaks, literally. Most of the time, then right next to him, a server or something will drop something and it breaks, and he is fucking like breaking shit is one of those things where he gets so angry. He gets so angry. It happens every time. And if it doesn't happen immediately, it happens within 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes, then maybe something in the back. If it's not, if I don't feel like I'm directly meant by this, it happens in the back. If I feel like he directly means me, just because he's having some kind of thing against me today, it happens right next to him. This happened 4 times now. I literally have texted a person about it each time this happened. I would go into the bathroom right away and text that person, bro, like, he just fucking yelled at me, or he yelled about something that I think he meant me, and that shit, like, I have this on record. This happened. Talk about Schadenfreude. This is total Schadenfreude. The one time he was on such a rampage that he broke, like, it is literally like whatever rampage he goes on, whatever then breaks equals his rampage, right? So last time he was on such a fucking big ass rampage that he broke his only display that he had, the nice display that he had for the certain dessert that he displayed. He broke it. It was a big glass piece, like with a fucking dome on it and like the lid, everything glass, and it slid down and it broke right in between customers' feet. And he let it out on us afterwards. Like, he literally wanted to still yell at us, even so we didn't break it. He broke it, right? But it's like, he was just, and I wish I could remember, but I have it in text, like, to my friend there. He yelled about something at me or something, and it was really had me in, like, and then it fucking, and the whole crew. You can tell by how the employees are acting, you know, if this was a boss that was a kind person, that was nice, you know, we would be like, oh, crap, you know, like, damn it, you know, we would kind of feel bad that happened. No. And I gauged the room when that happened. Of course, I was, like, hysterical inside. I had to go to the bathroom because I had to laugh so hard that happened. It was so funny to me. Because I was like, bro, like, you did this shit to yourself. Don't fuck with me. Don't yell at me. Don't fucking act like that, because shit will break. That happens. That is your energy. You are projecting that, and my energy is fucking, and this is what's happening right here, right now. Like, it's happening. So it was like one of those things where I had to laugh so hard, and I had to go to the bathroom because I it was not going to be nice. And like, I mean, immediately he looked to us and said, I gauged the room, and every single waitress was like every single waitress had to laugh their ass off, because every single waitress was like, felt not bad at all. Every single waitress felt Schadenfreude for him, because he treats us so poorly that we were just like, that's what you get. And, you know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I think my energy output had something to do with it, because my energy output is ragingly crazy. You know, a lot of these other people are very much like, you know, more held back with their energy, and not me. Mine comes out, and yeah, and I think, yeah, so I'm like, you know, kind of like, you're welcome, hoes. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this needed to happen. This needed to fucking happen. This needed to humble him. You cannot insult people and treat them like because you know what? Without us, you wouldn't have a business. Without us, you wouldn't be a millionaire. Without us, you wouldn't have jack shit here now. You wouldn't have a running restaurant. We are running your business. Your business, we are running it. You do nothing. Because he really does nothing. He sits around all day. He talks on his phone. He does whatever he does. He stands back there. He bitches. He yells. He throws stuff. That's all he does. He doesn't actually work. He doesn't work. That man does not work. Being on the phone all day long about his investments, that's not work. That is not 8 hours standing on your feet, running around and serving people food, or cooking behind a hot line and sweating your ass off for 8. No, you do not work. So don't act like you work, because he treats us like we don't work, like we're lazy. That's how he treats us when we all work our ass off. Yeah, I get frustrated at my fellow waitresses and waiters too, because I'm European and they have very little sense of urgency, it is the American work ethic oftentimes, no offense, but it really is. And it's like I get frustrated, but I also understand. And when you are a leader, when you are a boss, you have to actually be a leader, right? You have to lead by example and you have to motivate people. You cannot sit here and degrade and insult people. You have to motivate them, inspire them, right? Not to mention you have to be better at their job. He tells us all the time. That's something that I think is very good and nice of him. He tells us all the time, I don't know how you girls do it. How you deal with these people. Because they piss me off just 10 minutes. Right. Then take this and know this. And treat us accordingly. That we're doing something that you could not do. So have some respect. But that's why he doesn't. He's only passive aggressive because he knows he will not win that fight with me. That's why he doesn't pull me to the side. He doesn't threaten. He doesn't do anything. He cannot win this fight with me because I can destroy him on every topic and I can tell him how he's doing a wrong job as a leader all the time because I know what a leader is supposed to be because my mother taught me what a leader is supposed to be. Period. That's it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm blabbering on again and I'm not reading. My boyfriend. Instant karma, yes. Schadenfreude? No, it's Schadenfreude. Sorry. And I don't think it's so much social problems. I think they are very cradled, and I think they're very much like spoiled by their parents or whatever upbringing they have, and they feel that they're entitled. I feel like there's a sense of entitlement. There's a sense of arrogance, a sense of they feel like they're better than everybody else. It's also one of those things where it's like these people without almost a shadow of a doubt, I can tell you that man he's just the example now, right? Because that man has never been in any sort of position of poverty by any means. That man has never lacked food. That man has never lacked water. That man has never lacked hygiene products. That man has never been in a position of that ever in his life. So and it is like most of the people that lead this whole country have never been in that position. And that's scary because they're leading people that they have never been in the position that the people have been in that they're leading. They have never been in that position. So they have no clue what it means. Even politicians, even so, of course, I have my certain politicians that I like, that I prefer. And, I've told you guys before this on stream. If I could pursue a career, it would be in politics. Even the ones that I prefer are so far removed from the reality of who they're trying to do work for, right? They have the right idea, they're doing the right thing, but they've never been actually themselves in the position. So it's like when it comes to the ultimatum, when it really comes down to it, would they still be there? And I must say probably not. Because it would scare the shit out of him. It would really scare the shit out of him, to live out of a U-Haul, to park your car, even if you have a car. What about homeless people that don't even have a car? park your car in the middle of the night in some place where you know that there's an outlet hose on some public property just so you can like brush your teeth, but you gotta leave. You gotta look out. You have somebody look out before the police comes and arrest you, and now if you're an American, it's one thing, but add on top of that being an immigrant with no papers, these people have never been in the position. I don't know if any, of them ever been in the position. So it's like, they're fighting the right fight, but, ask somebody like me or like my brother or, my mother if she were still alive. My mother would probably be the best to talk to because she, the most intelligent out of the three of us. I would say my mother would probably say my brother, and yeah, maybe, but I'm just saying, but yeah, I digressed. We were at Schadenfreude. So yeah, Schadenfreude. If you want to talk down to your employees like a piece of shit, then I'm going to, because that's the thing. Like this is the thing I always tell people that when I get in arguments, which doesn't happen, I don't get in arguments, but like in relationships, right? In my most recent relationship, it's like I don't act, I react, right? I will not cause an argument. I will talk to you, and you will start insulting me, and then I will react to that, and I will not react kindly, and I will not react how you like it. But it's a reaction. It is a retaliation. Not a retaliation, even. No, I don't even go that far. But it is a reaction to how you treat me and what you said to me. So do not be surprised. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to... but it's the same with my boss. Like, you cannot treat me like shit and then expect me to give 100%, 110% of my job. I give 110% at my job. But you know what? Last time I worked, I gave 100% at my job. I didn't stress myself out to run to the telephone to pick it up. I didn't. Because you just earlier totally, like, degraded all of us. How we're lazy and we're slow or whatever you said. I can't even remember now. But, so, I'm not going to sweat my ass off. I'm not going to do it. You don't see it. You treat me the same way when I'm working my ass off as you would treat me when I'm not doing anything. Fucking asshole driving way too fast. For 4 years, I've been doing nothing but except giving 110%. There's only been like a few days out of 4 years where I had this attitude. That attitude has set in now. I will do my job to the best of my ability, but I will not go out of my way now. No, I'm not doing it because I thought there was a change in him at some point. I thought that multiple times though. I thought that multiple times there was a change, and multiple times I was wrong. I mean, I'm probably talking about like 10 times I was wrong. So, oh my God! Wait a minute. And yeah, but at least you can say that. A lot of people will fucking flat out lie about it too. Like, I was poor, and they're not telling the truth. They were never poor. Spezi. No, that's not what it is. And it's right. Like I understand that mentality too. But for me, it's not even the payment. For me, it's the treatment. It's the fucking treatment. Because I make my pay. But you cannot expect me to be, like, excelling at my shit and doing shit that is, like, I don't know. like bend over backwards to do something just to be treated like shit. Like you can't expect that of me. Spezi is a mix not of orange juice and cola, but it's Coke and orange soda. Orange soda and Coke is Spezi. Oh my god, Luke? Luke, how long has it been? Yeah, see, exactly, Drytheus. So you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, Luke, how are you doing? I haven't seen you. It's been so long. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going through like one of my cats has been missing for exactly 3 weeks now, and it's kind of like killing me a little bit. But like there's nothing I can do. I called for her. I tried. I called animal control. Like I tried. I can't. This like I feel that she is alive. And that's my thing. Like I feel that she's alive. She's not around me. She's not here with me, but I feel she's alive, and that's the most important thing to me. But yeah, that's kind of killing me. But besides that, I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I really cannot complain. Like I work a lot now, so I'm saving money. I'm really saving money. That hopefully will help me resolve some things, like the most important things in my life, honestly. Oh wow, that's crazy. That does make me actually feel better. There's a chance. Like honestly, that does make me feel a little better. Mine is an outdoor cat too. Yeah, that's why I think somebody has her, and I think I know who has her, but which it's just the unknowing, right? Like have her then. I know you'll take good care of her, but like I need to know. That's my thing. But what's happening in your life? Tell me about if you want to, of course. I'm not trying to like, but you said just stressed out by life. I hope everything is okay. I remember last time there was stuff with your mom and with your stepdad or something, if I remember correctly. I hope maybe things are good on that end, or like feel free if you want to talk about it, because it's just me and Drytheus in here right now. We're just talking, about stuff. Oh, weird. Very weird. Ah, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This is so great. This is so great. See, I'm tired. It's so weird, right? So the other night I slept like 8 hours and it was fine, perfect. And then last night, I'm not gonna lie, last night I got drunk. I got drunk. But I wasn't even actually drunk. But it was just like I had some really strong drinks and I felt like some way. I don't even know how to explain it. Because I remember everything and then but it's like I went to bed way too late. That was the problem. I went to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I woke up at 8 this morning. So I only had like 4 hours of sleep. I felt tired, but I didn't feel super tired. Even when I woke up, it was kind of weird. I felt like, oh yeah, I didn't sleep enough, but I didn't feel like extremely tired. Normally, when I only sleep that amount of like time, I'm like, I didn't feel that way, which is good. But See, it's slowly starting to kick in now. Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Thank you so much. And good, Dritius. Yeah, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. You're so sweet. I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. And wow, that's so weird, Luke. We went literally to bed at the same time. That's so crazy, and I understand. Ready to exist. It's the same for me. Then I woke up. I was like, hey, I can sleep another I can sleep however long I'm off, But I have my certain times where I'm like, okay, I want to be up by this time because I got shit I gotta do, even on my days off. So I was like, okay, I can sleep like 3 more hours. Like I got my alarm set for 11. Like I can sleep 3 more hours, and I'm laying there. I'm doing this, tossing, turning, doing on my phone, doing this, And finally, it's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just gonna get up. I'm not gonna be able to get back to sleep anyway, so I'm just gonna get up, and that's what I did. And then I was like super productive. I mowed my lawn. I did all this stuff. I felt good. I felt good about myself. Um, that's depression, Luke. That's what they like. That's what they say is when somebody wants to sleep all the time. It's depression. It's depression. Or maybe you're really just tired. Maybe you just burned out. They talk about this burnout thing that I don't know what that is really, but yeah, maybe you burned out or something. That's a good idea, Dratius. And the song you wrote for me, what would it be about? I don't know. I don't know what would be the song about that you wrote for me. I I don't know. I'm kind of nervous to know. Yeah, that's probably it, Luke. That's probably it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted now by this a song for me. I love it. People are writing songs for me. You guys. Ah. What? Oh. So what would that be then, Luke? Oh, what would that be? Oh, I'm so sorry. Tired. Mm. Okay. Math classes. Okay. So honestly, I really think Google that shit. Like literally put in like Google generator or whatever. Put in, math tutoring in whatever like like AI or something math tutoring or online math tutoring for whatever algebra or I'm just throwing whatever it is. Then type that in. If you have problems, like sometimes it's really good to write it out. Type in like problems, understanding the connection. The like problems with understanding calculus two. Oh, retaining it. Okay. Okay, if you have a hard time retaining it, you have to do it over and over again. Like you have to do it all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. Like at least once a day. No. I think in your situation, I would suggest you do 3 times a day. 3 separate times a day for like an hour. Like do it once in the morning when you do coffee or breakfast or whatever you do. Have that first. Do an hour of it. Then do it during noon. And then do it right before bed again. Honestly. And do the same thing. Don't do different things. You have to do the same thing so that you will retain the same process, the same way. You got to do that same way again. Hardcore metal? Ugh. Yeah, but don't put it in the public. Don't put it in the public chat. Put it in the. Yeah, but as long as you retain the principle of how it is done, like take take like maybe the 3 major ones. You know what I mean? Like because it's math. Like once you figure out the way to figure out a mathematic equation, there's in certain cases that can be multiple ways, but like usually there's one main way to figure out, and then you just gotta retain that how that particular process, I guess. No, no, don't use AI. I'm not. No. Well, see, that's that. Yeah, then. But if you know what way that is to do it, then type that in. Like um, logic and proof done in such and such a way. Yeah, direct in a direct message. Yes. Oh no, I mean I don't care. Like I like it either way. It's a song for me. Like I like it. It's like a gift. It's like a present. So I will like it either way. But I'm just saying that hardcore is not really my genre. When it comes to metal, it's black metal. I love black metal. Yeah, that's that. Like I have never used AI. I'm talking about like literally putting it into Google, and just being very specific, typing it in there, saying, you know, baby Mance, is that you? Oh, somebody's on the baby Mance. Who's up here? Answer me. Somebody's up here. They're not answering me. Like, ridiculous cats. My cats. What are your other two then? Curious to know about that now. What are your other two? I'm like Linda Belcher from fucking Bob's Burgers, dude. I'll make my own fucking songs. Tarot and Thunder. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. And you already did it? It's already ready? BB Mance. Is that you, BB Mance? One of the crazies on the roof. Fiddler on the roof. Oh, shit. Talk about fiddler. I got myself a violin. People. I got myself a violin, and I'm going to learn this, baby. It's black. It's in the case right now, but I'm going to learn it. And I'm going to play violin. Sex and violence? Why is it gotta... why is it gotta go there? Damn it, my fingers are so dry from fucking all the chemicals all the time at work. Alright. Well, I can't listen to it while I'm live, but I will certainly listen to it later. Not gonna lie. Oh, I see your friend request. Accept. Cute. Yep. I accepted it. Damn, man, Luke, I really wish I could help you with this shit, man. I'm like so nervous about it right now. I'm like, fuck, he needs to pass that shit. But as I say, you said in my other two, what are the other two? That's what I want to know right now. I dropped my, there it is. My nail clipper. Because I always get the hangnails, because my fingers get so dry all the time. Oh my god, yesterday I was at the bar yesterday, and you know, they fucking play the other bar across the street plays the song, I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. And everybody knows who sing this song, and it's good, but it's so fucking overplayed that it's like I have a hard time with it sometimes. You know, I'm like, oh god. Like sometimes it's like one of those things. I was like, oh yeah, I love it, I want to hear it right now. And then other times like, fuck this shit. And you know, most of the time when I'm listening to an overplayed song, I'm just like, fuck this shit, because it's so overplayed. But with this particular song, it's Kiss. Just like any Ozzy song, I'm the same way with that too. I'm like, okay, I think I want to hear it now. And then next week I'm like, fuck that shit. It's so annoying. Okay, well I will listen to it later if that's okay, cuz I don't want to do that live right now, cuz that's a little awkward. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I'm kind of excited though. I really. But it is heavy metal though. It's metal, definitely metal. Yeah. Baby Mance, is that you? I heard a meow again. Oh, good. No, because you see, I have 3 male cats. All the other cats are female, but I have 3 male cats. And my 3 male cats are... So I have Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is a tiger striped cat. And he is in one area only. He's on the porch. And that's where he is, on the front porch. And he... Oh? And he dwells there. He's slightly protective. You know, if something is kind of like off, then he'll be like a little bit, but he'll quickly stop. He's very sweet, very happy cat. He's so happy, but he has a routine. He has a routine. After he goes eat, he goes into the grass, he does his thing, and then he rolls in the grass because he loves the sun. He's the only cat ever. He will lay in the sun at 90 degrees. He will lay in the sun because he loves it. He loves the sun. Like, that's his thing. So anyway, so he does that. He's very sweet. He gets along with all the other cats pretty much perfect, fine. The other male cat is the panther. So I have the three kings. I have literally the tiger king, which is Jar Jar Binks. I have Hanzo, which is the panther king. He's all black. And then I have Björn, aka Baby Mans. Well, Hanzo's Baby Handsome, but whatever. Björn, and he is Orange Cat, so he's the Lion King, right? So I got the three kings. And it's like, okay, so I described Jar Jar. Second one is Hanzo, my Panther King. He is not a protector cat at all. He's not. He's very sensitive. Oh, he will get mad. He's spoiled as hell. When he sleeps on me, and he'll sleep there for like 2 hours, and then I gotta pick him up, and he's just like, his face is like, he's like a baby on me. And he's totally like almost snoring, and I have to carry him outside. He gets, he'll grumble at me. He does that thing that, I've never heard another cat do it. It's really weird how he does it, the sound that he makes. It's like he's mad, but he's like purring at the same time. It's strange. He gets mad because he does not want to be put outside right now. He wants to be sleeping with me right now. And I'm like, no, I'm getting up to pee, or I'm getting up to do whatever I'm doing. You have to go outside, you know. But he is very smart, and he's very much like, he loves me to death. Like, he's like, I gotta have her. That's how he is with me. He's so fucking clingy. And then I have Baby Mans, Björn. Björn is the protector Mans. Björn is the orange. He's the Lion King, and he will literally go around the perimeter of the property all day and night. Always go around, checking, making sure. Then he'll go in this corner. Then da 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 da. And then, like, whenever I'm around, whenever I'm present in his presence, any cat that comes too close to me, he will be in front of me. He'll be in front of me at all times, protect me against humans and cats, or he will be underneath the chair that I'm sitting on and protect me against humans and cats. I have literally watched him chase a grown man down the road. Like a man that was actually afraid of cats. He chased him away because he didn't like him, because he felt that he was threatening the property. He was threatening me. Like, he protects me. I have never seen anything like this. And that's why he goes on the roof, because that's part of his daily and nightly walk, the perimeter part, the roof, because other cats will go on the roof too. And, you know, my bedroom is here upstairs, so the roof is right here, and he will go there, look in the window. He wants to come inside, but he will be up there, looking that nobody else comes up there. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, he's my fucking protector. But he is not friendly with me. No, he's friendly. Like, it's weird with him. Like, I grab and pick him up, and he'll, but as soon as I put him like this on his back, he closes his eyes and he's cuddly, and I can cuddle him. I can pet him too. But he'll come to me and he'll rub all on me with his tail and everything. But if I touch him in some wrong way, just like his tail or his butt or something wrong here, immediately, it's crazy how picky he is. He's very picky cat. See? A party every day. No, he actually had what do you call it? He had mites. So he developed mange when he was a little baby. He was small. We got him from an abusive household. We got him from a household that hated him. They almost killed him. They didn't want him there. So when we got him, it was actually kind of fucky. Like when we got him, I noticed that he had like some little bit of skin weirdness, right? His fur was a little weird, and his ear, like some was a little bit weird. I was like, yeah, it's just dry skin or something. I made the mistake. I didn't know. I made the mistake. I put him, with me on the couch and on the blankets and everything. Next thing you know, he actually had mites, which then turned into mange. So there were mites all over the house, and it was fucking like they started like biting me and scratch, like I was like itching, and then I was like freaking out. I was like, holy fuck. So I looked up online, looked up all about the mites thing and everything. I was like, oh my god. So it's actually kind of like when it comes to like blankets and stuff like that they're on, you just gotta wash it with hot water, and then the mites will die. It's fine, but they can be on your skin, and they were on my skin, and they will attack certain areas of your body. And I was scratching the shit out of myself. Like, you think fleas are bad? No, fleas are nothing compared to mites. Mites are fucking bad. So when I found that out, okay, so I understood like what I gotta do, but so I could figure out what I had to do for me and my house, and everything was fine. But he just kept getting worse. Even so, I give him flea medicine. I was like, okay, what the hell? So finally, his mites turned into mange, and he was like on the verge of like dying. He was like, there was this time. Then he was like, you know how the cats put their hands and then they sit there and then they, and they're sitting like this, like a ball, but he had his head down like this. Like it was bad. He was not, and I looked at him right away. I was like, no, this is not normal. Like, he's not doing good. I gotta do something. And I alerted everybody. I alerted my boyfriend at the time, my brother. I said, I'm at work. I don't give a shit. You guys need to take him to the vet immediately. Like, I don't give a shit. I have like $400 or $500 I can spend. Like, this cat is dying and he needs to go to the vet, but I cannot call off work. So my boyfriend at the time and my brother, they took him. They took him, and they said he has mange, and he is on the verge of death, and it's like really bad. Like, and treatment will cost $300 or $400. I said, do it. I'm sending the money over right now. Do it. I don't give a shit. Like, we are saving this cat. And then he got an antibiotic shot, and he got whatever. And to answer your question, like special shampoo, yes. I actually, for a week or two, I had to put him in the sink every day and wash him with a special shampoo. And that shampoo was so good that it was like, when I'm washing him, the chunks are literally falling off of him. Like, the chunks of like scabs and all that shit is falling off of him. It was awesome. And he was so good. He liked the water, actually. He was not mad about it. He didn't clot me, nothing. He just, like, he was a little bit, like, uncomfortable, but he was fine with it. I did this for a week or two, and I'm telling you, when he was done, when the antibiotics kicked in and all this stuff was washed off, the transformation, he didn't even look like the same cat anymore. It was insane. Like, oh, actually, he's orange, but he has white paws, and he's got this white here. He is a gorgeous, fluffy orange cat. Like, oh my god, he is a gorgeous cat. And so then I found, and then you learn as you go. And then I found out, okay, there's an easy prevention for that. You got to get specific flea medicine that you give your cats. That is also for, or I should say, against ear mites. And I found it. It's the same price as regular good flea medicine. It's the same price, but it also prevents ear mites. And ear mites are the cause for, mites are the cause for mange and all that. And it's easily preventable. So now, whenever I have the money to get that medication, I get it from overseas, because from overseas I don't need a prescription for it. Here I need a prescription for it, and then it's this whole spiel where I have to bring the cat in, I have to fucking pay for the examination, all that bullshit. I don't have to do it. I just order it from overseas, and it comes right over here, and it's perfectly fine. And it's not just a flea prevention, but it's a mite prevention, because what happened then too was that his mites infected all the other cats. So all the other cats, they didn't turn into mange because I stopped it in time, but all the other cats had mites. It was horrible. Like they had crusties on their ears and stuff, because these mites just like, they eat away. It's fucking crazy. So it was a bad situation, but I took care of it. So yeah. Oh, I like that. A shell of my past self, but a blueprint of my future. That's cool. Okay, so look at it. Listen to this. I gotta tell you guys this shit. Hold on. Oh, that's a little strict. So I had a guest. Just a few nights ago, I had a guest, and he's, one of those guys that he's a single guy. He comes in to eat, and he wants to talk a lot, right? And he wants to talk to me, and I'm like, okay, I'm waiting on him or whatever. But he's a nice old man, it's fine, it's cool. So he gave me the saying, and I like imprinted on my brain. It's not that intelligent of a saying, but it's kind of a basic saying, but it's to the point, and I like it. So it goes this way, and I think anybody can relate to it too. That's what I like about it. It's pretty much a saying for everybody. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until good becomes better and better becomes best. And it's true, because I got in a conversation with him about stuff, and he's like, so how are you doing today? I'm like, I'm okay. He's like, okay, so is it a good day or is it a bad day? And I was like, it's a good day, but with bad things in it, and he's like, it took you even too long to answer that. He's like, and then he wants to be like kind of a wise guy, and I'm like, yeah, you're being a wise guy, like, fuck you, don't do that. But I'm being nice. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, I really did like that saying, good, better, best. Never let it rest until good becomes better and better becomes best. It's a good principle, it is like most vets here around where I am. It's like they will give the vaccine. It's the rabies vaccine. They will give the rabies vaccine sometimes even for free, or sometimes for like $10. It's mandatory, but they'll give it, and then they will treat the cat right after that. It's no big deal. I don't understand why in your area it's such a big deal with these people. Oh, okay. I'll say it one more time, the third time, because okay, Luke says he didn't hear it, or Luke says they didn't hear it. So, good, better, best. Never let it rest until good becomes better and better becomes best. Love it. I love it. Oh, shit. I gotta drink water. It's right here. You guys are awesome. Will you guys stay here if I go pee real quick and then come back? Will you guys stay? You guys need to stay. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm coming right back. No, I'm not holding it in because it's going to hurt. I'm coming right back. I gotta pee. I'm coming right back. And I gotta do that too. It's my 3 days off. Like, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna really enjoy it. So I'm coming right back. Hold on. I'm coming right back. I made it a little too cold in here now. Jeez. But anyway, I'm back. Hold it in, he says. Yeah. Okay, Dractius. So, I remember a time where you said I was like your third favorite or something. That changed? I'm no longer on third place? Oh, it's human out? No, I'm not going out there. Where do you live again, Luke? Tell me that again. I'm in Florida. So it's been really hot again lately. Humidity's been up, but not too bad. Yeah, it's freezing in here right now, and I love it. But it's getting a little cold, a little too, a little too much. North Carolina, oh my God, I love North Carolina. I love North Carolina, love it, love it, love it. You guys are both in North Carolina? What the fuck? I love the Carolinas. I love Tennessee. Oh my God, I love all that area. I'm so jealous. I went off trail hiking in North Carolina and camping off trail hiking and camping in the Carolinas. And we had to use the ropes to put our food into the trees in case bears come and they want to eat the food. And it was such a magical, it was literally a magical experience. People don't realize that you go there and you are with yourself. There's no more outside, nothing. You're with the woods, with the forest, with the animals. You're with the gods now. You're with the old gods now. And like that shit is an intimidating awakening, like for a minute. Like we don't even realize how removed we are from our natural state. It's crazy. It's crazy. I would wake up at like 6 in the morning and I can see the elk. Elk was like the thing. I can see the elk, the herd, and they drink out of the creek. And they notice right away my head pops around the corner to watch them. They're looking right at me. And it's one of those things like the feeling is like you feel so small. You feel so meaningless to the vastness of. And this is just a little bit of nature around you, right? This is not even to the vastness of like the planet, like the country or the planet or the the solar system or the universe. Like you feel so small. And that feeling is it's so like it's scary. It's a little bit scary, but it's so great feeling. It's such a good feeling because you feel kind of meaningless, but the meaninglessness is like the good feeling about it, right? It's like you're nothing. That means you don't have to be anything. That means you don't have to do anything. You can just be. You can just be. Like I wanted to just like my dream is it's so weird because I'm fucking weird, but it's like my dream is like I just want to go there again to that same place. Maybe not the exact same place, but in that area, North and South Carolina where I went camping in the Appalachian Mountains and just like completely where there's nobody and just like take all my clothes off and just lay there at the base of a tree and just lay there and just lay there and just be one, just be nothing, be just one with the earth, with where we came from. That's like one of my dream things to do. I know. Let me read you guys stuff. Oh wow, that's cold. Yeah, I have like videos that we took that well I took of the elk when there's a thing that they do. They have actual roadblocks where people have to stop. They cannot drive. You have to sit there and you'll sit there for like an hour maybe. You'll sit there. The big elk will come forth onto like you know the 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 clearing where there's no trees. He'll come out by himself, and he's got the big antlers, and he comes out, and he does the call. He's like, go, go, like, and he'll call the herd, and it takes a minute. It takes a minute because they're like somewhere in the mountains in the woods, and then like 15-20 minutes, suddenly deer will start or elk will start emerging one by one with the babies and everything, and then suddenly you have at some point they'll be up to like 30 elk or something. They'll be on this clearing and just eating grass, and there's the troopers or the troopers stop traffic. You cannot drive because you are endangering the deer, or I keep saying deer, it's elk, it's not deer. You will endanger the elk if you drive. You could hit them or whatever, and it's not allowed. And I have video footage of getting like, I mean, I was so close to that main elk, and it was like, it's such an humbling experience because what people always think, when people talk about gods and stuff like that. People don't understand, like, you know, gods, in a sense, you know, it's oftentimes it's kind of metaphorical, right? It's the forces within these other things that are gods. Like, to me, when I looked at this elk, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but the movie Princess Mononoke, I'm looking at the spirit of the forest spirit. I'm looking at an ancient god right here. That's what I'm looking at. That is the that I'm getting right here, and it's like the respect that I have for this god is like beyond anything, you know, and it's a true feeling of being there connected. You know, I have never felt anything like this before or after, you know. So yeah, it's amazing. Oh, I like that D&D campaign. And yeah, Luke, it was like autumn. It was fall when we went there, so it was cold. It was cold. It was probably like, I mean, it could hit like, I don't know, like 40 degrees or something. Like, it could get cold, but it was still sustainable, you know. And I had gear with me that was really like, I was very well prepared with the gear that I took with me in my backpack. Like, you know, we could boil water. I had literally like a little tiny propane, and I had a little pot, and we made a little fire too, where we boiled water in a little pot that I had and everything, and we had hot tea spiked with some whiskey in there. It was fucking, dude, it was fucking amazing. Granted, looking back now in hindsight, I wish I could have been there with only one other person besides me, and I wish it could have been neither one of the two that I was with. Like, neither one of the two people that I was with were actually like worthy of doing this or had any understanding of what we were doing, you know, or what was the whole reason, or you know what this journey entailed. You know, it was fucking stupid, but it's okay. You know, it wasn't horrible. They didn't make it horrible, but they did make it difficult for me to enjoy it. But I did try to take as many good things as I could, you know. Altar item? Okay, well, first of all, wait. Oh, an altar item? An altar item is a piece off of my altar that I will take off and I will show it to you. That's altar item. Okay, so wait. Okay, well, we'll do the one card reading right now, and then we'll do the altar item. No, no, you can't do that, Luke. We've discussed that before, and I can only redeem one per day. No, you can redeem as many as you want. If you sub tier 1, you get a 3-card reading. If you sub tier 2, you get a 10-card reading. So just do that instead. It's like $5 or something. And you're supporting me and helping me. And you get a better reading. You don't just get a 1-card reading, you get a better reading. But anyway, we're doing the 1-card reading right now for you, Drytheus. Are you ready, Drytheus? you had the altar. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Luke had the one card reading. Okay, Luke. Sorry. Sorry. Ow! Ah, fuck. See how they slide right away? Like, ow. Hit my head on my printer, of course. Okay. So, I said hold on. So, I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, you redeemed altar item. Yep. So... Wow, guys, we're going on 3 hours. This is awesome. Ooh, okay. I got you. Because if you use your Prime sub, you get a 3-card reading. But a sub tier 2 is a 10-card reading. No, it didn't say anything in chat. Didn't say anything in chat. Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't know how it works. I have never used my Prime... Like, my Prime sub on anybody's stream. Take your time. Don't rush. We're chilling. We're chilling. And even if it doesn't work, we'll still do the 1-card reading anyway, you know? So, don't worry about it. Yeah, and, it will pretty much... In chat, it will respond immediately, and it didn't respond at all, so it didn't... I don't think it happened. Did I really use both of my fucking... I did. There it is! Woo! Thank you, Luke! Woo! Yes, it worked! This is not working. Oh, this one is just out. There's no way. Thank you so much, Luke! Yes! Okay, yes! It worked! I love it! Okay, guys. So, okay, we're gonna do the reading. Drytheist, have no fear. Dragana is here. So we're gonna do the reading, and then I'm gonna get the altar item, okay? Okay, cool. So, 3-card reading, Luke. Yeah, see, you know, there are still a lot of these things that happen with Amazon, or with, it's not just Amazon, other ones too, where you have to use your computer to do something. I'm like, bro, we're in an age where, you know, where it should all, we should be able to do it, you know, through mobile phone. It's so ridiculous. You have to go to your computer and you log in. You forget your password. It's not saved. Ugh. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. A lot of people don't own computers now. That's true. And you should be working right now? Come on. Double authenticate? Yep. ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. Okay. So we're gonna do the 3-card reading right now. Luke, anything in particular? Do you want to ask again about your situation that you told me about last time, or has this kind of resolved itself? Or not itself, but has it, like, has there come a resolution about this? Well, I don't want to say anything wrong if I remember it incorrectly or something. If I remember correctly, oh, thank you. I feel like it's horrible. That's why I keep fucking with it. Okay, so I feel like it had something to do with your stepdad that was not really like agreeing on your kind of your way of life. Not even your way of life, but like your sexuality. Oh my god, don't murder me. I swear it was something like that. Or it was like weird in the household, kind of. Like there was like an awkward, it was kind of like awkward or whatever. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I do have this remembered correctly, okay? Cuz sometimes like I said, like I compartmentalize things in such a way that like there are certain things that I will be able to retain and certain things I will actively throw out because I'm like, okay, they're not really necessary to retain, like such things as people ages or where they're from. It's like unnecessary information. It's taking too much up in my brain. But then things like this, I make sure I retain them because like this is like very important, to you. Oh, Arcane Arc, how are you doing? Hi, thank you so much. Thank you. How are you doing? Thank you for lurking. That's good. That's good. So this problem has, or this, situation has improved. Hey, that's all that matters. That's all that's important. So now, let's do this reading here. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that now. Oh man, I don't want you to. Oh God, I want this to be good. I want things to be good for you. I don't want. Oh man, I'm scared. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and go ahead. No, 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 no. Don't let this. Don't let me, cause I'm going through my own. Don't let this. It has nothing to do. I'm not. It's not that I'm already feeling anything. I am feeling something, but not. I cannot determine what it is. Don't let this freak you out. And thank you, Drytheus. Thank you. I have had maybe only one negative, like somebody said, oh, that no, that reading did not, it was not right. None of this made sense to me, blah, blah, blah. I think I've had this one time in my 25 years that I've been doing this now. Online for, 3 years now. So I've only one time in my life had somebody saying that's not right, so I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, I see. Okay. I got you. Okay, let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and go ahead. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands inverted. Okay, I see. Okay. So this is the this is literally describing. This is the description of what is happening to you right now with your school. It's like that. In in layman's terms, it's like you cannot connect the dots right now. Okay, you are it is just describing what's happening to you. It's not anything. It's just saying, yep. It's an agreement, basically saying, yep, that there's trouble. Like, it's not. No, it is just a card that's explaining exactly what you've already explained to me. It is talking about that you're unable to think like creatively. You have divided attention, as you told me earlier. You said that you're having trouble understanding a certain thing, a certain topic. So like you have not undivided. You have divided attention, and separation and dysfunction, like you're not able to retain these certain things. So okay, so I'm sorry, but I'm happy right now because we're on a good track. Okay, we're on a good track. This is a description that you are coherent, and you are understanding of what is the problem. Oh, okay. I see. I understand. Got you. So right now we're looking at just description. Yet, like you have identified your problem, and you're right. That is what is your problem. We're on a good track. We're moving forward. Okay, this is gonna be one of those. I feel like. Okay, Nine of Swords inverted. It is. I mean, you can see it in the picture. Look at her. She's like holding her hands in her, or her holding her face in her hands. This is literally about like you're still. It is. We're just having a continuation of telling us what is going on with you, your problem and your symptoms. Okay, you're not retaining these things, and what's happening to you is anxiety, misery. Like you cannot even fall asleep because you are really freaked out by what's going on. You're scared that you're going to fail. However, this is a scary card, but also what is happening here is we can see a progression. We can see improvement here. We can see the situation evolving right now. Okay, and this is about key words here are improved outlook. Okay, this is talking about that your situation will improve. Your situation will evolve, and it will get better. It will progress into something better, not worse. Okay? Because normally this card, upright, this card is about anxiety, not falling asleep, misery, like stuff gnawing at you, But inverted, which we find it here, is about that things are getting better. Okay? These bad situations are getting better. So this is really good. This is good. Identifying the problem, it will get better. If you cannot see it getting better right now, it's telling you it's getting better, or it's going to get better in time before you fail, or whatever can happen. So last card. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords inverted. Oh my god, dude. You're good. Eight of Swords inverted. Okay. So this Is so the first word of this card is literally freedom. So it's saying you will be free, independence, and ability to think for yourself. So the way I interpret this is that you will pass whatever you need to pass, and then after that you will be free, and you will no longer be held by the chains of having to prove anything. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I think you will pass. Now, granted, there is a feeling in me that tells me that you will just pass what, how you need to pass. But once you're out of there, freedom, independence, and you can, that's it. You can be you, and you can think for yourself, and you can do whatever you want, basically. Like your doors are wide open to do, whatever it is that you want to do. Oh my God, this is such a real progression here in your cards. That's what I love about it. You know how it's like, okay, I got the anxiety, I cannot focus, I have divided attention, I cannot retain these things, blah blah blah. The anxiety at night keeping me up. However, the outlook is better. Things are coming to a betterment. Things will be better, and ultimate freedom, and release and relief from this crap. This was great. This was awesome. Yes. Yes. I think you will pass just enough. I think that I think it might not be to your satisfaction, but it will be enough to set you on the right course either way. You have to really be like, my keyword really here is, and this is for me as like an academic that went to high school and middle school and partial college in Europe, is repetition. Like repetition, you have to really get this, like this repetition, and with this topic that you have a hard time, you gotta study, study, study multiple times a day. But like I said, do not go off trail. Do it in, study the same thing all the time. Don't go, oh, okay, there's different ways of doing it. No, what you have retained so far, keep doing that multiple times a day. Like until, that is really, you have to do that. You have to do that. So that's why. So that's why my whole thing is like, okay, you might not to your satisfaction pass with what you want to pass, but you will pass enough to be able to do whatever it is you need to do. Scholarship, it's questionable. It's questionable. And Drythias, that's a good question. That's such a good question, because I had this test anxiety. Like, I can be at home. My mom was a very educated woman. She was an academic from hell. Like, she can teach me anything, and I can sit there with her, and she'll teach it to me, and I'll get it within an hour, and I can, like, she can put a test for me, and I can be perfect at a test, and I take a test in school, and I fucking fail. And my mom always had this joke. She's like, if the teachers would allow me to sit in the back row, or just even at the back wall, just to be in the same room while you're taking the test, I know you would pass it. You wouldn't fail. But obviously that's not a thing that's allowed. But yeah, that's how it is for me. I can retain it all I want, but come test time, forget it. Forget it. Math. Everything else fine, no problem. Math, because the nervousness, the anxiety made it so impossible for me to remember anything else. The anxiety blurred out any logical, any learnings, any studies that I had in my brain were completely gone. The only thing I'm just telling you what I saw, that there is a possibility that you might not, but I believe that is something that's on the level. Like if you study hard every day, like I said, I've said this now. This is like the fourth time I'm saying this now. You have to study. You said earlier in chat that you're not even like really motivated to change it. If you want to or need to keep the scholarship, you have to motivate yourself. You have to, and you know what? Motivate is a big word. You have to force yourself. You have to literally force yourself. That's the only way you're gonna do it. You have to make yourself do it. And I know it sucks. It'll suck like for like a week. It'll suck, but then it gets better. It gets better. You get into it's a routine. It's like it's a routine that you gotta force yourself into in order to be able to move forward. Absolutely, yes, absolutely, yes. And a month time can be very short, but when it comes to studying, that's a good amount of time. That's a very like generous amount of time for studying. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's college. That's college, and that's important. That's important. Scholarship, that's important, because if you don't get scholarship, then then you have to pay your own money, and then all this bullshit, and then, no, 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 that's important. That's important, because as much as people think, oh, nobody cares about grades, no, they care. They care. If you want to be hired at a successful company, they will look, okay, which one is the better fit here. If this person has better grades from college, a better college degree than the other one, we're gonna pick that one. Yeah, it's just logic. It's plain simple. Yeah, I know. That's why I said. That's why I said earlier that if you just maintain, you might not keep that scholarship, but you might still come. You will definitely still come out good on the other end. However, if you want to keep the scholarship, you have to actually work your ass off, and you have to force yourself to do it. Because if you're not motivated, you have to just like make yourself do it. I know it's so fucking annoying. Ah, itchy nose. Yeah, because and I'm very like adamant about it too, because I was very lazy in school. I was very lazy because I didn't want to be what my mother was. I didn't want to become a successful academic. I wanted to be an athlete. That was my dream. I wanted to become a professional athlete. That's it. So I didn't give a shit. I was like retaliating against it, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things where I'm like, like after everything, my age that I am now, 36 years old, I'm like, damn. You know, if I would have just listened to my mom, and all my mother ever told me is like, study, study, study. Like, you want to be able to do it, you gotta study. Like, you're not studying enough. You know, I'm like, Mom, I did. Mom was like, what, for 20 minutes? That's not gonna do anything. You have to do this for like an hour every day for like 2-3 weeks. Like, you have to do it. It's hard work. It wears you the fuck out. And it's like, and I hated that. At the time, I hated that feeling. Now, like, you know, you guys know I teach German lessons. And my main regular that I have that gets German lessons from me, he's a retired attorney. Like, so he's very smart. He's very intelligent. So he wants to go into the nitty gritty. He wants to go into the grammar and stuff. Like, he gives me a run for my money. Like, when he sought out my services and he spoke German to me, his German is formidable. I'm like, look, like, I don't know what I can teach you here. Like, your German is so good, we will have to go into the grammar. If you need to learn anything, it's grammar. You know, it's conjunctions, all that crap. And he's like, yup. And we're doing this. And he's telling me what he wants to learn. And he's telling me, oh, this is what I want you to do for me. So we can, and I'm doing this. And we will have an hour session. And after the session, he's like, I'm satisfied. Like, he's like, this was satisfactory to me. Like I'm filled up with like information. And I'm like, me too. It's like, he's like, have a good day. We don't even talk, like, normally we'll talk about, like, oh, well, how, no, we're both so exhausted from this, like, talking about all this stuff that we're both like, okay, see you later. I get off the chat and off the, like, video camera, and I'm, like, exhausted. I'm like, dude, I have, like, a natural high in my brain after this, and it feels so great, and I know that feeling, and I used to get that feeling when I was a teenager studying for shit, but at the time, that feeling, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy that natural high from studying. Now, as you know, in my 30s, I enjoy that feeling. So, like, things change. You know, I don't know. Mm. Oh. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you're not getting it, like, somehow you gotta find some way to understand what it. I understand it. You gotta understand it. Yeah, studying. I do kind of agree with Drythias on one hand too, though. Like, make them aware. You know, maybe make them aware that you're having a difficult time. Um, there might be a mercy. Like, I can really say, like, in comparison to, like, where I grew up in Germany versus America, like, there's no mercy in Germany. Like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. Like, teachers are not going to help you. They are very much more trained than teachers here, like, even in psychology and socialism, like, or social, you know, interaction with children and everything, like, way more trained, but they're way more, like, they're merciless. Like, They have no time. We have no time. We Germans. It's like if you don't get it now, then you're just gonna fail, and that's it. Whereas I think on the other hand, here in the U.S., I think there's a bigger leniency. I think it does go a long way. I do agree with Dragtius. I think when you talk about things, because people here are not up to this like super extreme standard that we Europeans are. So there is a chance that this can actually like help you be good. I think the studying is like the biggest thing. That's the A and O, the Alpha and Omega. But I think raising awareness in your teacher that you're having trouble with that is advisable too. I think it can be good. Well, to me, it really seems like he doesn't understand the logic of the material. He doesn't understand what he's sorry for what they're supposed to do. They don't understand what they're supposed to do, and I think if you really go to the teacher and say, look, I really just don't understand the pathway to the solution of the problem in this topic of math. Like, is there any pointers you can give me how I could maybe understand it, because I'm not grasping the process of getting this equation, or this result rather. Because this is what I struggled with too. This is what I struggled with too. It's hard, I know. It's oh my god, it's anxiety, it's nerve-wracking, like, oh my god. And then also, not to mention, then you feel embarrassed, right? Because you feel stupid, because now you're talking to the teacher, like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's like now you feel embarrassed on top of it. It's like, ugh. So they bad all around. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But still, that math is one of those things, like, it's not like any other class, like fucking, I don't know, like, you actually have to understand it. You actually have to understand the process. Just memorizing it doesn't mean you understand what you're doing. And with math, it's one of those things you have to actually understand what it is that you're doing. Because if you don't understand it, it's never going to come out the right way. It's going to come out like however you want it, because you're just going on memorization. But in order, like, you actually have to understand the material in order for it to be the same process every time, and then the right result coming out. What? You can't see them. They're all on their body, but they can't see them. What's up, Scooby? How are you doing? Let me just bitch some people out. Love it. Love bitching people out. They deserve it. No, like sometimes the person fucking deserves it. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Nee, 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 nee. Hey Scooby, thank you. Also, put the book of the calculus or whatever it is that you don't understand, put it underneath your pillow when you go to sleep. Put it underneath your pillow. Trust me. Trust. Oh, here comes Scooby with the one card. All right, I got you. I got you. But yes, Luke, put the book underneath your pillow when you go to sleep. Well, you need more dreams of math. You need it. You need more dreams of math. What time is it? 12:30? Ah, we got time. I got a 3-day weekend this time. I haven't had that in like 2 months, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm off tomorrow, and I'm off Tuesday. But Tuesday, I gotta get up early. But sorry. Okay. You ready? Scooby, you ready? I know I'm the DeLorean. The better looking time machine than the DeLorean. Alright. We're looking into your future now. Ah! No! You're gonna break it. Don't do that. That's not a good thing. The King of Cups. He came up earlier too. This is very good. So, look at how peaceful you're sitting there. This is literally about, because you always ask me about what is your future, and this is literally about you sitting there and businessman, creative thinking, independent and creative leadership. I have that often, like where I'm just like laughing at something, and then I'm like done laughing at it. I'm like, it was not that funny. Like, why did I laugh so hard at it? Like sometimes our souls are trying to burst out of us, and they make us do these fucking stupid things for one moment of not feeling like we want to gouge our own eyes out, because life is so shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that happens. But anyway, so yeah, it's about. So it seems like you will find an artistic trait that you will pursue, that you will excel at, really. And you will become a creative leader and a free thinker, and yeah, a successful businessman. We've seen this a lot with you lately, Scooby. If you can recall that your financial situation and your whole the way of life, the living situation will improve. Like, I keep seeing that in different cards, because there are many different cards that speak of that same thing. That's one of them. And I keep getting those same cards that have the same type of message, that financially your situation will greatly improve, and even just when it comes to your independence in your life in general, So that's really good. Let's go. I know, for real. That's so cool. Yeah. It's awesome. It's really good. Good card. Good. Mm-hmm. It's so weird. It's kind of stamped out, but it's not really stamped out like hard, I guess. Lumber support. Lumber. So now this is fucking stuck in Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? Me, 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 me. You know, I always sing that shit when you come on. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous. Oh my god, I love this phone. I really do. Alright. Nope. Not doing that. Anyway, guys, I'm so grateful everybody was here tonight. Thank you so much for your subs. Oh my god, people. You guys are amazing. Oh, I saw an orb just now. So, this... Oh my god. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours, guys. Almost 4 hours, guys. Sub to me now. Let's start a sub train. Remember, when you sub a tier 1, you get a 3-card reading. And when you sub a tier 2, you get a 10-card reading. With my hair up? I don't think I've ever had my hair up on the stream. Ow, my one earring is fucked. Like this? No, I never had it up. No, you know, this is the thing. I cannot have my hair down at work, obviously. I have to have my hair up. So I hate having my hair up, which is so weird. Because when I was a girl and into my teenage years, I always had my hair in a ponytail. Always. Strictly in a ponytail. And my mom would always be like, oh, why do you always have to have your hair in a ponytail? And so strictly back. You know. And I'm like, Mom, because I was a total tomboy. Like, extremely. I was more boyish than anything else. And as I got older, like, I discovered, like, just letting my hair down. You know, I was afraid of being a girl when I was, like, a teenager and a young girl or older girl. You know, it was like, can't be girly, right? Because I was always very protective and very tomboyish, and I was like, I'm gonna fight all of you. You know, I had bad experience, whatever, and then I just like things change over time, or something happens and it changes, and now it's like I love my hair down. I don't want to put my hair in a ponytail or up or anything. I just want it down all the time. That's how I've been always. Now, you know, and so yeah, in my personal life, you will never see me with that shit up. I might put like a clip here or something, do like a little cute, like do something, but it will be down because I'm just like, I hate it up. I hate it in a ponytail now. I hate it up because I have to do it, you know, for job purposes. I like it down because it's just comfortable. Because my one of my things is like my scalp is super sensitive. It's like if I do my ponytail just a smidge too tight, I have a headache. And I have a headache for the rest of the day then. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you, Drythias. Thank you so. Oh my god, I can't believe you did that. That's so awesome. I will definitely check that. Of course, of course. I thank you so much for that. If you're going to sleep, sleep well, Drythias. Again, thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you, Scooby. For me, it's just comfortable like this. It's just more comfortable. My hair has been really bad though, like dry and like, ugh, ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, but it's not cooperating. I've been doing some stuff like different, and it's not good. I thought it was gonna be good, and it's not. It's probably good, but I don't like it. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it just keeps growing. I'm not cutting it. I'm not even cutting the ends. Like, I'm just letting it grow. I don't. I want it to be extremely long. That's my goal. Like, like freakishly long. That's what I want. That's my goal. But yeah, guys, we've been streaming now for 4 hours almost, and I'm getting tired. I gotta make a little snack too before I go to bed or whatever. But you guys are awesome, man. I am so appreciative of everybody being here tonight. We had Sensei in here. Kenjin was in here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Promethean, for all your work tonight. You kicked out 4 people out of here. They were fucking acting up, man. Like, she worked her ass off tonight, man. These people were, oh my god, the shit they said. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I want to say thank you to Drythias, of course. Drythias, thank you so much. Luke, oh my god, it's been so long. Thank you for coming back in. Arcane was in here. Thank you, Arcane, for coming in too. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Well, of course, never forget Scooby. Thank you, Scooby, for coming. Yeah, I'm thinking about the other fucking crazy people that were in here. Yeah, fuck them. No, I appreciate you guys so much. This was such a great stream. Best stream I've had in a while. So, but it's time now. It's time to hop off. I'm gonna have a snack or something. I'm hungry. And then I'm gonna hit the hay after that too. But I appreciate all of you so much. You too, Scooby. Thank you so much. It was so great to see you guys. Don't forget to help the cause and stop reproducing. And besides that, do not forget to mourn those that are in spiritual turmoil. And until next time, I say tschüss, zdravo, and bye.